Usually see from him. Yep, collazo again catching him with the quick southpaw jab as he comes forward. But Ricky, I think, outworked him in that round, but used up a lot of steam doing it.
Close round, I think, that one. Just had a feeling, talking to this guy this week, collazo, that he was going to come up with a very big performance.
Well, Ian, we've used the word gritty several times when we've described him this week, and I think he's proving that, because that's exactly what he is. He's taken some tremendous shots from Hatton, but he's still there and prepared to come back with his own.
Gritty and talented, I think, too.
Yep, slicking it out. That was the clash of heads, which if you had to blame anyone, I think you would have to blame collazo. He come off worse with a little nick on the forehead. See, here it goes. I mean, very, very fortunate that Ricky wasn't the one to suffer eye damage there. I mean, it's such a hectic pace. We're going to see some untidy stuff. We're going to see heads coming together. That was the punch that caught him off balance again. Not hurt there.
Fourth round, which used to be a favourite for Hatton to finish fights in the early part of his career. But remember, his last 23 fights have been at 10 stone. Here he is at 10.5. Collazo might feel the later rounds might be his territory. Good right cross this time from Hatton, but a lovely left through the middle from collazo, who's standing and trading significantly with Hatton. He's not trying to outslick him. He's not going walkabout. He's not on the run. He's there to have a fight, and he got caught with a left to the body. Great right hand and right uppercut from Hatton. Here he goes with another assault. Collazo's unruffled, though.
Well, collazo actually having the last word in an exchange which we didn't expect.
Good fight, Jim.
Yeah, but that straight left from collazo was just as though momentarily Ricky had to stop and replan again, because that was a beautiful punch. Got himself back in the driving seat again with the pace, but
big left hooks from Hatton, especially the first one in that volley. Then right to the body. He's just looking to break the will, break the spirit of collazo. That certainly hasn't happened yet.
See, I think part of his tactics is to go onto the ropes, cover up, and let Hatton just blast away to use up some of the steam. I think he realises this is not the pace thinking fighters like to fight at, so he's got to draw some of the steam. I think that's what he's doing. So although Hatton looks at times he's dominating, maybe collazo is actually quite comfortable in there.
Hatton, 40 unbeaten fights so far, looking to make it 41-0. He is selling himself in a way to the Americans because he's putting up an exciting performance. So is collazo too. I should think the fans on HBO, the big American boxing channel, are absolutely loving this.
Good left hook from collazo, which Ricky walked right through. Surely if he can take Costiazou's punches, he can take this man's. This is a far different fight than the one we expected.
Hatton's disguising that right hand well and drilling it through the middle from time to time. But he hasn't certainly subdued this tough man, very religious man too, by the way, collazo, from New York.
He comes back with that right hook. Very, very knowledgeable, and bang on the chin to Hatton again. So many times Ricky has been caught with that finishing right hook punch. There it goes again. He started with it that time.
This shows signs of developing into maybe one of the toughest fights of Ricky Hatton's career so far. Another big right hand there from collazo. If he could dig a bit more, Hatton's defense looked a bit open here. This is a tough, tough task. He's winning it, but it's hard. There, Ray and Carol, parents of Ricky, looking a bit pensive. I think a lot of the Hatton fans are. This is a tough one for them to watch, isn't it?
It is. Ricky's taken far too many punches. In the first round, he was nullified, not allowing collazo to work, but collazo seems to have worked out the style. He's comfortable in there, Ricky's not. He's winning the rounds on pace and effort, but he doesn't look all that happy. He knows it's not classy enough.
Yeah, they do look a bit pensive in that round, in that corner, don't they, just at the moment.
I mean, the higher quality punches, you have to say again, came from collazo, but Ricky seemed to be outworking him. But can he continue to do that at welterweight for 12 rounds?
Fast start to the round from Hatton, who I think knew this was going to be tough. He wasn't expecting a formality. Always a lot of respect all week for collazo and what he's done. This is an improver, and it's still a hungry fighter. Remember, it's a big debut on American TV too for collazo tonight. Don't neglect that. This is a massive opportunity.
There's that right hook again from collazo. Ricky doesn't see it coming. It brings it up from waist high. Ricky does not see the punch coming, and it's catching him cleanly. Southpaw orthodox, obviously a battle of the leading hands, and at the moment Ricky is struggling to win that battle.
Still the work rates there with Hatton. He's got to make sure he keeps that up, and a good uppercut too. He can really box, this stylish southpaw collazo.
Already Ricky will be feeling the difference facing a welterweight. He's not quite able to impose himself and bully collazo the way he was doing in the opening round.
Well, that's the classic thing when you move up, isn't it? The punches don't quite have the same effect because you're hitting a bigger guy.
It's not even so much the punches, it's the effects of your own punches, and I think that's what could be troubling Ricky here. He's landing, but collazo's coming right back with his own. And that southpaw right hook, it's a slashing punch. Don't want to tempt fate here, but that's the type of punch that can open eye injuries.
He's getting a little bit wary of that on the way, and he's getting caught by punches on the way, and he's just getting outboxed a little bit.